You know, Happy New Year's to everybody. Lots of change. I mean, we've just gone into lockdown and everything else again. I mean, it's like, where are we going? You know, but the big question I would have for everybody, are GTA condos the dark horse of 2022? You know, given the steady rise of GTA condo prices, the start of COVID-19 pandemic, hardly anyone would blame you for believing in the appreciation potential of this particular housing segment and considering the unrelentingly high price of detached housing. It's also not unreasonable to predict we're about to witness a mass shift away from the freehold market, further fueling overall condo values. You know, in the city of Toronto, for example, the average cost of a condo is currently $743,278. That's a far cry from the average of $1,807,983 you must spend to get a detached house in the city of Toronto, or the $1.432 required for 70 detached home. And that discrepancy could be enough to set up a landscape that overwhelmingly favors condo ownership. And during the past 12 months, condo values across the GTA increased by 16%. Currently, average cost per square foot is sitting at about $825 a square foot, up from $1,714 per square foot 1 year only, right? That's crazy. Unsurprising though, condos in the neighboring suburbs saw some of the biggest gains in 2021, dramatically outpacing Toronto. Markham, 26%. Brampton, 24%. Vaughan, 23%. Pickering, 16%, and Toronto was up 12%. So not all areas are equal. They were up disproportionately into different areas. The disproportion, however, is likely due to lack of affordability in places like the downtown core and remote work arrangements that continue to influence purchasing decisions. Dark horses see unexpected gains. You know, it goes without saying that the real estate landscape of 2021 was marred by soaring property values and stories of strong bidding wars, ultimately leading to a buyer fatigue. Buyers, agents, I mean all of us were fatigued. For those dreaming of owning a detached home, the ongoing chasm between affordable listings and active buyers led to severe scarcity, triggering multiple offer scenarios seemingly at every little turn. But the frenzied and unattainable nature of the freehold market is exactly why GTA real estate is supposed to do it about face, according to Strata.ca broker, right? Throughout this pandemic, detached home values have sprinted like a hare, while condos have moved like a tortoise, he says. But condos will likely become the dark horse in 2022, especially among those who missed out last year. So many realtors believe buyer focus is set to shift en masse towards condominiums, which could trigger a tremendous revival as detached housing becomes further out of reach. This will especially be true for townhouse condos, who have jumped in value by 25% in the last 12 months alone. Without a doubt, people will continue striving for bigger units that feel like a bungalow in the sky, predicts the agents, who think this is because socializing space is no longer seen as existing solely outside the home. So with ongoing restaurant and nightclub restrictions, people understandably now want that social space inside the house. And this means a 500 square foot condo will no longer do. This doesn't mean, however, that smaller units will be undesirable. They will still be an attractive option for investors, or perhaps the 411 new permanent residents can expect to welcome this year in 2022. Condo size, not affordability, to dominate purchasing decisions. So where does this all leave the average Ontario home buyer? Particular first-time buyers make an important decision that usually has nothing to do with affordability. They do want to purchase something older but bigger versus something newer but smaller. So who says many of her clients struggle with this question? This was because, earlier stated, people's perceptions around space have shifted over the last 2 years alone. It's changed dramatically, right? Older condos tend to have better layouts and generally more square footage, although hallways and lobbies can be quite outdated. Newer buildings usually offer better finishes and taller ceiling heights, but seem very awkward floor plans that make you scratch your head and trying to put your furniture in there. You know what I mean? You know, whether condo size will end up dominating purchasing decisions this year remains to be seen. But what is certain is that the real estate market in the GTA will continue to rise. The government is just not doing enough to narrow the gap between shrinking supply and ever-growing base of active buyers. Ontario not only needs more housing, but better policies, such as making it illegal to leave investment properties vacant. A 1% tax won't make a dent. As for the dark horse, well, if in doubt, we can refer to the condo market's infamous rise in 2017. This is the same year when the price of detached housing literally fell off a cliff, while condo prices continue to peak. Detached homes and condominiums, they tend to move cyclically, always chasing each other to find that new balance. So for more information on what's going on in the market, give us a call here at 905-907-5464. Our home's at darylking.com, and we'd be happy to entertain any of your questions or to help you look for new VIP pricing on new condos or even resales. Take care. All the best in 2022. Bye-bye.